Hello guys, it's Chummaster doing another weekly plays. So I'm back. Skipped a few weeks, or two I think. I really hope it's not two. Feels like a lot more than that, but a lot has happened. So let me talk about it. So there's four things I want to talk about today in particular. Later in this weekly plays will be all the new stuff. Because we are getting a Korokoro, but for today, I'll talk about a lot of the other stuff. So first up, I guess there's four things in particular. First up, this is actually my last week of school. I will probably, well, I guess not last week technically, but I think a week from now on Monday will be my last day. That's just what I'm planning to do anyway, because I was gonna just do everything Sunday night, past midnight, just finish it, but here's the thing. A couple things are dependent on other stuff, so like I can't fully finish technically, but if I wait till Monday I should be able to fully finish, so I'm just gonna wait till I wake up and stuff. Speaking of, right now it actually is Sunday on, or at 1:30 a.m., just about, on Easter, so yeah. So anyway, school though is almost done, but this week I do have some finals and stuff, but yeah, it's actually why I'm talking more today, because, I have to do finals later in the week, and I'll make some time for Korokoro stuff, but just want to do this now. Outside of that, so school, that's cool. Almost done. The other thing though is, I guess the next thing is, I made a Chef Blaze video for the first time in, like 3.5 years. Finally, I made a Chef Blaze video, episode 18. Said I was going to make it at some point. I actually made an episode 18 about a macaroni bowl in, I guess November 2019, and then I just didn't upload it. I put it in an old weekly Blaze called Bonus, but then that was it. I was very much contemplating whether or not to upload that or not, or upload this new Chef Blaze, but I've been going back and forth on it for a while now, and I'm like, I don't know if it fits with my channel, but at the same time I do these, so I'm like, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to upload it anyway. It's not like it's a frequent thing, so whatever. Just decided to upload it for fun, and yeah, so I did, finally. It's been a long time. Been wanting to make a Chef Blaze for like a very long time now. Finally I have to do it. I haven't done one again since before the world went, all weird. So yeah, 2019 it was. So yeah, finally got to make a Chef Blaze video, which is very nice. But I guess then my next topic is not as nice. So I actually was considering recording next week, or last week rather, and talking more about the Chef Blaze stuff. I still might later this week, or maybe like whenever I record next a little bit, but decide not to. Probably a good thing. So on Thursday, right? Things just did not go well on Thursday. So one big thing. So I had let's see, two dogs and a cat. My cat's appeared a lot on YouTube, right? Odie. I have two dogs. They don't appear as much. I've showed them in a weekly Blazes a couple times, but Matilda and Bailey, and unfortunately, Bailey did pass away on Thursday, which is why I didn't want to really upload much. I know, like, it's a small channel, I don't really have to, but still, like, I'm like, okay, I don't really want to do much right now. So, I was going to upload a video sooner, but yeah, that just made me really not want to, so. Yeah, luckily, she was old. We knew she was actually sick for a while, but she wasn't suffering or anything. She was okay, and then just that last day, that was it, so. At least she lived a long time and didn't suffer, so that's a good thing at least. And while it's already difficult enough, what makes things just amplifies things to make them even worse is that my cat Odie, she is not doing the best right now. It also started on Thursday. Worst thing is I was about to go downstairs to mention that Odie wasn't doing well, and before I could say anything, that's when I found out Bailey passed away, and yeah, that's been something. Odie, she's in the other room right now. She's just kind of sitting there. She's still, alive, and she's been doing like slightly better compared to Thursday. So hopefully she continues to improve. Maybe like tomorrow or Monday or something. She's at least doing okay enough to where I'm like, okay, she's probably all right. But right now, yeah, no, it's been something. So yeah, that's where I've been. So Anyway, I know it's only been a few days, but still, like, yeah, that's been something. Outside of that, though, I guess in a positive note, I do have some new stuff right here. This is only going to go for 5 minutes. I feel like I've been talking for like 15. That was quite 5 minutes, I will say. But I guess the last thing, which is a good thing, I did get some new stuff. Of course, get to make some videos. I'll probably do that right now. But yeah, so I got a couple packs of Pokemon cards. These will be up. I'm actually going to open these in a minute here. I have to set up my tripod first. But got this pack of Vivid Voltage and actually a Scarlet and Violet pack, which is very cool. And then we have two things I'm going to be uploading in their own videos, which are this Cowboy Bebop 25th anniversary box set, which is very, very cool. So yeah. And also the big thing here, I've been waiting for this for a while, the Beyblade Anniversary V2 set, so very excited about that. Kind of the last burst release. I know I have every mainline release, but it still bothered me that I didn't have this for a little while when it was out, but I'll have it now, so that'll be very, very cool. Very excited to get that. And yeah, so yeah, anyway, that's that. Gonna go ahead and set up the tripod, open those packs of Pokemon cards, and then I will go into the other videos and upload those, or I guess record those rather, and then I'll come back later this week at some point, potentially talk about Chef Play stuff in the middle of the week. I don't know yet, but I will for sure talk more about the Koro stuff. At least get my predictions before they come out, and then I will also cover everything that comes out from it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get that set up and be right back. Alright, I have my tripod set up. Got two packs here. Open them up because why not? I guess while I'm opening, I'm just gonna get these out of the cardboard actually while I talk. But you know, should I bring back Pokemon card videos like as an occasional thing? I wonder. See, I feel like they don't do overly well, and I swear, I always get like the most dislikes on those of any other video. So maybe not. I don't know. People don't seem to like them very much, but I mean, like, if I really want to, I will. It's just, I don't really know if I actually care all that much to or not, but yeah, maybe. We'll see. Alright, got that one out. Here's the actual pack. And then there's this one. Take this out of the cardboard really quick, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I guess if I ever get like a box or something, I will, but I just haven't gotten a box in forever at this point, so yeah. I'm actually excited to check out the Scarlet and Violet ones. I don't know if the card trick is the same. I have been out of Pokemon card stuff for quite some time at this point, so yeah. It's always fun to open them up, though, if nothing else, so this pack doesn't want to open. It's also awkward, because I'm like reaching through the tripod, so there we go, I think. Yeah. Alright, it's a code card. I don't know if the green back is still like a bad thing or not. I remember like these backs always meant you just didn't get anything out of the pack. Always like the white and green ones were the best, so yeah, it's still 4 from the back. I hope it is, yeah it is, okay. So, have not opened anything in quite a while, but it's always fun too. Maybe I'll get a box at some point, honestly. I don't know. Might not be for like a while, but maybe eventually I will. Reverse Hollow Magearna, that's actually pretty nice. And then regular rare Shedinja. Is that really a regular rare? Yes, it is. Interesting. But yeah, I guess we did not get anything out of that pack like that was rare. I guess it was a Reverse Hollow was the rare, because it's Magearna, but yeah, I guess maybe that green back thing was still true as of, what was it, Vivid Voltage, so don't know. Scarlet Violet, I don't know if there's a new card trick to this one at all. Like, I kind of vaguely knew about that one for Vivid Voltage, but I don't know what it's like here, so I can tell you right now, this is completely new. I've never seen this thing in my life. Whatever this Pokemon Live thing is. Did they get rid of the old, the game that they used to have? I wonder. But, okay, is it 4 from the back, or is it not 4 from the back? We're about to find out. Ooh, that's not. Okay, I don't know what that was at all, at least. I didn't look, so Is this a reverse holo? It is. Oh boy, did I... Is this the rare? I think so. Okay, what am I doing here? I don't know. We'll just put those at the back, pretend that didn't happen. So, okay, there's a new card trick, apparently. It's not 3 or 4 from the back, I guess. It must be 2 or something? I think? Or is it 1 from the back? Or is it like... I might just be 1 from the back, because I remember I looked at a card. I think I moved it back first, and then I looked at the other 2. Maybe it's the energy card just in the back now, so if you just move that one up. Okay, anyway. Interesting, interesting. So, I guess that's that. Let's see if we get any Gen 9 Pokemon. So far, no. We got a Gen 9 trainer there with Arven, that's cool. Cacturn, that's uncommon. I guess it's Messigo, so that's a place. Alright. No, we didn't get any Gen 9 Pokemon, looks like. So this is a holo at least, and that, oh yeah, that Pawniard I forgot to mention was a reverse, but so this is a holo, right? This isn't like a secret rare, I don't think. No, it's just a holo. Okay, so they have a border on them now, though. Actually, a pretty nice holo design. I actually like this quite a bit. Oh god, I kind of want to get Pokemon cards now. It's not a good thing. They cost a ton of money, and like they're not really... Like, I like them and all, just like... I feel like you don't get a whole lot out of them. Once you've opened them, it's more just for the entertainment of it. At least for me. So, I don't know if I want to get them or not. Maybe for like my birthday or something, I'll ask to get like a box. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, for now, it was fun to open some packs up. I guess I'll talk more on this Weekly Blaze. Yeah, so... I guess that's that. And, yeah. I'll come back later in the week, but for now, I do have some stuff to open up here. Of course, got this, and then the big thing here, which, oh god, I have to get out the other evolutions of all of these. I forgot about that. That's unfortunate. That's going to take like a half hour to get all of them out, but, yeah, it'll be worth it, I'm sure. So, yeah. There you have it. That's everything I got for now. Gonna go and put these videos up. Well, not put them up. Record them, put them up probably the 10th and 12th, I guess. That makes sense, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, be back later in the week. Alright, I am back. It's now Tuesday at, close to 4 a.m. So, I unboxed everything the other day, with the V2 set, the Cowboy Bebop, box set. Probably gonna make another video after that to probably keep the bi-daily thing going. I'm not gonna keep it going like permanently, it's just like a thing I'll do. Also, Odie. Yeah, I've not, actually no, that's a clean spot right there. I had to clean up, something over there, but, I need to vacuum my floor, I just didn't. I went to, then, things happened, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and I just haven't. Odie, you're doing better. She actually is doing better, which is nice, because I think I mentioned that she wasn't doing the best, but she's doing better now, so... That is good. Standing up more, walking around more, she was not doing a whole lot of that. When she first started having any issues, so... I mean, any progress is good, you know? So anyway, one update I wanted to give today is that, yeah, she is doing better. Which is good. So anyway, videos. What videos am I going to be making for April? I honestly don't know entirely. I know a few things, actually, so... I guess 2 more Beyblade videos in particular. And outside of that, I don't really... Well, I guess there's a couple, like, maybe like a Bakugan video or 2, maybe a discussion on, like... the reboot. I will be doing the Van Falco review, probably like the 16th, maybe? If I keep doing, like, the bi-daily thing, just for the hell of it, I don't know. Depends on when finals are. Wait, what day do I finish? Today's like the 10th, I think, or 11th, I guess, Tuesday. Might be Saturday. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the 16th, if not, probably like the 18th or something around there. Because I should be done by then, but, yeah. Yeah, But for Beyblade videos, I will probably do one thing very soon. I want to actually do that on the 14th. because the 10th was the V2 set, 12th will be the Cowboy Bebop video. The 14th, something I really want to do, for sure, is the Bakuten Shoot remake ranking. I completely forgot about these. I wanted to rank the remakes, and I'm going to do them separately, though, because I feel like it's hard to rank the Bakuten Shoot and the Metal Fight remakes at the same time. That seems a little bit weird to me. So I'll probably do Bakuten Shoot this month, and then next month when I do my my Death Scythe ranking, I'll also do like the Metal Fight ones, and that'll be everything for Burst, for like actual ranking of like series of bays, not just like motif lines, you know. Anyway, the other video I want to do will be later in the month, once I'm fully done with school, probably maybe the last week of the month, if not the last week, like not too much before that. And that will be my first part in a new series I'm going to be doing. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but it's going to be, I don't know what I want to title it yet. Cause I was going to say Fixing Beyblade Burst, but I don't think that's right. Like maybe Reimagining Beyblade Burst. I still don't like that title. I feel like I had something better earlier, but I just don't know what I was on about. Okay. I really thought I had a good title for this, but maybe I just didn't. Because I don't want to like my version or like remaking, because I feel like that's a little bit misleading in some ways. But yeah, I'll think of a title. And there goes Odie. She's walking. Yeah. So yeah, again, she's walking a lot better, because the other day she was not walking well at all, but now she's moving. So yeah, that's something. I'm hoping she recovers. But yeah. Anyway, it'll be a 6-part series. Basically, I will do one late April, one well, I guess one second half of April, one first half of May, that'll be the second episode for Beyblade vs. God, because the first one's gonna be for the basic and dual layers. So then, first half of May will be God. Second half of May, Chosets Part 3. Part 3 Chosets, whatever you want to say. First half of June, Part 4 GT. Second half of June, Part 5 Sparking, and then Part 6 will be in the first half of July, which will be DB and BU. That way I'm completely done for the launch of Beyblade X. That is my goal. Because yeah, I feel like that just makes sense. I want to have this, I guess, project done before then, since I am starting it now. Yeah, I just feel like it makes sense, so that's what I will be doing. I have everything ready for part 1 as well. I just have to sit down and like record it. Which again, I'm just waiting till after this week at the very least, because like, listen, I have a 10-page paper to write this week, and like a little bit of extra stuff, and then the other stuff, like probably Monday I'll do the rest, and it's like a very small amount, but like, yeah, I'm just not looking forward to that stuff, man. So I just want to do that first, and not deal with anything else. So well, I guess I'll make a couple videos, but they're like not like, okay, I could do like a Bakuten Shoot ranking video. I could do a Van Falco review if I really want to. Even that I might not do yet, anyway. But yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, the bigger one, I want to wait to to finish school until I do that. So yeah. Anyway, yep. Yeah. She is existing. She's walking. I don't know. She's just doing stuff. That's good. Nice to see her walking around again. So I don't know if I talked much about it. That's all I have to really say about video stuff for now. Like for future stuff. But anyway, I don't remember how much I talked about. But yeah, she was just like laying on the floor, like head on the ground. Like Thursday and Friday, she was just like that. Saturday, she started to move a little bit more. But since Sunday, I think she was a little bit more active, and then today especially, I guess Monday, and I guess now it's Tuesday, but yeah, she's been, Kat, you've been doing stuff. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally called her over. Alright. Yeah. So, I guess outside of that, I did record a Chef Blaze. I mentioned potentially talking more about this. So, I mentioned why I guess kind of my whole thing about stopping Chef Blaze, but I think Blaze videos in general have just, like, taken a hit. So, let me kind of explain what happened to Blaze videos, because Weekly Blaze also died at this time as well. So, okay. Let me give you a scenario, right? So, May 2019, or I guess June, just to, we'll say like a June 5th, alright? June 5th, 2019. Okay. So, at this point, I just graduated high school a couple days ago. But basically, here's the scenario, I'm living kind of the way I always have, It's just, like, not counting like pets and stuff, it's just like me and my parents here. I mean, like, I just finished high school, but to me it just feels like a normal summer break. I don't feel like I'm done with high school, really. Just like, I mean, I graduated, but still, it doesn't feel like anything has really changed yet. Also, I feel like I was pretty stagnant on YouTube at this point with what I was doing. And, what else? I feel like I had another point here. Oh yeah, the world was also the same as it's always been. Yeah, everything had always just been the same. Again, my own house and also kind of the outside world. School, again, just felt like another summer break. And for my videos, I feel like 2015 I was like going off, but then I feel like I definitely scaled back in 16 and 17 and 8. In 18 I started changing up a little bit, but not much. Mostly just trying to bring back some stuff, and then kind of tried to do that with 19, and yeah. But then 2020 happened. Now, 2020 I uploaded in January for a while. By the end of January I kind of just stopped. I uploaded on the 21st. After that was when everything went downhill. So I uploaded one more video in January, the last day. I uploaded 2 videos in February, one of which was actually like I guess both of them were like videos. One of which was just a weekly blaze though, and then the other one was like a Bakugan video that was like a month late. March I uploaded one video, which was an anime haul from a month prior, which contained 4 unboxings, like after the fact that I made, 2 of which went up in April. Did not upload it all in May, and then I uploaded the last 2 in June, and then I did like an anime pickups video in the end of June, and then finally towards the end of July I made a video saying I'm back. That's what happened. So basically I just didn't do YouTube stuff pretty much for like 6 months, right? So 6 months I just didn't do YouTube basically. And I feel like at that point, a lot of things had changed. First up, school. I was doing online college. I already had like the weird experience before with like doing the week of in-person college. I like to reference this one a lot, but I made a weekly blaze in 2019. The title of it was called College Chronicles. One of my favorite weekly blazes to look back on. It was such a mess of an episode because I really was not enjoying college. That was a oh man, that was a time. But anyway, outside of that, that was a mess. But yeah, I did that for like a week, and then I did online college, and I've been doing that for a while at that point. By the time I came back in July and decided to actually start doing more. So school was different. At this point, again, I feel like I had kind of lost some interest in YouTube, and while I was coming back, I was heavily dependent on Beyblade. Because the main thing I did was Beyblade unboxings, because I was trying to catch up on both Sparking and all of the releases that I missed, which I didn't really do a whole lot in like August either. Like, came back early July, I uploaded like 4 videos in August, which were like unboxings of like the first few Sparking bays. It wasn't until September that I started to really do more, and yeah, then after that I had other stuff, and I guess there was like the occasional like anime video or like Pokemon card video at that point, but I did box tech reviews as well, but there wasn't really a whole lot I was doing either. So yeah, it was just very whatever, and yeah, again, YouTube stuff, again, it was very stagnant, and then to come back, it was, again, very reliant on Beyblade, and I just didn't really do Blaze stuff at this point, because I feel like the only stuff I cared about was just doing Beyblade. And I did Bakutech reviews as well, because I was into Bakugan at the time, but I didn't feel like buying more of them. I guess I bought two in Dover, but that was it. Yeah, I just want to talk about Bakugan, really, that was all. And so it definitely shifted away from Blaze stuff, and that was something. But also, with, like, my house and, like, the world, like, okay, well, what had changed since, what was the day, June 5th, 2019? So at this point, guess it wasn't that long after that point at all, but, I got a girlfriend, but she, lived far away, and then, but by, like, 2020 and stuff, like, by the middle of it, she lived here, like, she lives here, even now, but, so now, by the time I made that update video saying I'm back, that was already, a little while into that, and by the time I really started uploading more, just more time passed. Again, life for me is different now, and also then you get to the world. Obviously, the world was very different in 2020. So at that point, by the time, again, while maybe some things had changed, they hadn't all really set in. But by the time I stopped doing YouTube in, early 2020, like, at least mostly stopped, right? And then I came back by the middle of the year, a lot had changed. And I guess at that point, my whole thing for YouTube was just doing unboxings, but it was more trying to catch up on stuff, so it was very much a focus on that, so I didn't really think as much about other stuff. And in 2021, while I think DB, I definitely upped my unboxings for Beyblade with DB, I still feel like it was just so reliant on Beyblade unboxings, because I look back to, like, July and August. Like, July I only uploaded a handful of videos, and then August I only uploaded once. All of them just Beyblade unboxings. Again, I'm trying to catch up, but then once I caught up, by September of 2021, it was like, now what do I do? Well, seriously, what do I have to do on YouTube anymore? October was mostly just some birthday stuff that I was unboxing. November, I only uploaded one random Beyblade limited edition I got. I guess I started Bottleman this year, but again, Bottleman at this point, my unboxings were just very much, yeah, they were overviews, but, like, I didn't really start to go in depth with them yet. December, I uploaded the Greatest Raphael video towards the beginning of the month, and then, like, finally towards the end of the month, I uploaded, Ultimate Valkyrie video, then some Bottleman stuff. That finally started to kickstart me to get going again. But then, 2022 happened, and I'm like, okay, you know what, I need to just start going back to, like, some stuff I was doing before. But try to make it kind of in the way that I've been doing. Try to put more effort into stuff. And I think I actually did pretty well. Again, like, my subscriber count has definitely reflected that, which is great to see. Because I remember it was like March 2019, I hit 1,000 subscribers, right? And within a couple months, by the time we got to kind of that point where I was talking about, like, in June, 1.02k. 1.02k. So 1,020 subscribers. That number haunted me because my subscriber count was stuck at that for 3 years straight. For 3 years, until, like, the middle of last year. It finally moved up, and now I'm at 1.11, so, yeah, 1,110. And that's great. That is very great. I'm glad that it's moved up. But it's definitely reflected, that I have been doing, I think, at least a better job with videos. At least I think. I mean, you could argue how good they are, but I think in comparison to what I was doing, they're definitely better. But I guess tying that back to, like, my Blaze videos. So the problem was, in 2019, when I was doing my Blaze videos, it definitely felt like for Blaze reviews, I tried to force them. And, okay, I guess I just need to explain. I had 6 different Blaze series, like, main ones that I did. Blaze Rages, Blaze Talks, Weekly Blaze, Blaze's Flashbacks, Chef Blaze, and Blaze Reviews. Blaze Talks and Blaze's Flashbacks were, like, things that I never really took off with, and left them as being, just a few videos on each. Blaze Rages and Blaze Reviews, I think, really died because I tried to force them. Will they ever come back? I don't know, 'cause I don't think I really have the energy to pull off good rage videos, honestly. So will those come back? Maybe. I don't know, but for now I'd say no. Yeah, so Blaze Rages, don't know about that one. But I feel like I really burnt myself out in 2018 because I was really trying to force putting them out. A lot of them in 2018 I think were not very good. And then I ended with Blaze Rages at School 10 in 2019, which I think was a lot better. You know, and I think my Blaze Rages at School videos were always pretty good. That's why I still did them. Otherwise, I would have stopped in 2018. Literally, the only reason I ever did another one was because I wanted to do the school one. And then Blaze Reviews in early summer 2019. I tried to do them weekly. That went horribly. The first one, I think, well, the first actual Blaze Reviews I did was in 2018. Blaze Reviews a lawnmower, which was funny. And then 2019, the first one was pretty good. I liked, Blaze Reviews a door. That was pretty good. But outside of those, like I did Blaze Reviews as PC setup and Blaze Reviews as screwdriver. These weren't bad, but it just felt like if I kept going with them, they were just going to end up like Blaze Rages. And again, would I revive these series eventually? Probably. But again, since I dropped off of YouTube, everything just changed. They kind of just were series that I guess got lost in a sense. And I'm like, I don't know, will I ever do them? It's been a long time. Maybe not. And that's kind of just what happened to them. Weekly Blaze I started because I wanted to make more videos, but I wanted to make them better. But there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and to keep myself interested, I need to have a lot of time to record. And I didn't want to just spam bad videos, so I'm like, okay, let's just take everything potentially bad and just throw it into one grab bag of a video, which is what Weekly Blazes always were, and that's why I'm back doing them again. That's that. Chef Blaze is kind of in a weird spot because I did them, and I liked the last one I did, which was the Pop-Tart episode. I guess I technically did the macaroni episode, but that one just, I didn't release it as its own Chef Blaze, but I just don't really have a lot of cooking recipes that I know at all, so I was like, I don't know what to do with that. And again, I just didn't put much thought into it. And then I mentioned like earlier in the week how I just went back and forth with it, with what I should or shouldn't do with, whether or not to make them. And then I finally just decided, yeah, let's just do it. But yeah, Blaze series has always been weird. But yeah, it's finally making a comeback. Blaze Rages, I still don't know if I want to do more of or not. But Blaze Reviews, I might, just because I think they're, Blaze Reviews a door, I think, was a pretty good video. I actually like that one quite a bit. And I think there's some opportunities to do some other ones. We'll see. But yeah, anyway. Outside of that, we got, no, that was it. That's all I really had to say about the Blaze videos. I'm just glad Chef Blaze is back. It's been something. My cat's eating food right now. I could hear her eating. That is a good thing. I'm glad to see her eating food. I don't think she did a ton of that the past few days, so, I know she's done some, but, it's always good to see her doing more. But yeah, I think that's everything for right now. I actually have more to talk about today, but I'm already like 20 minutes into my camera, recording time, and I can only record for a half hour straight before this thing stops recording, so I need to split the video. Alright, I'm back after 5 seconds, so CoroCoro news. Doing this now because I know we'll probably get the CoroCoro in, I don't know, like 2 days, 3 days probably, we'll get the leaks. What do I think is going to be in there? So, will there be Beyblade news? Will there be Bottleman news? So, Beyblade news, I think we will get something on it. I think we'll get a tease of what the first bay is going to be. Probably a silhouette with like a small little part that you could see the actual bay. That's all it's gonna be, though. I don't think we're gonna get any big reveals. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I already made a whole prediction video last month about this, in the weekly blaze called Disappointment, where I kind of gave my predictions. I'm not going to reiterate them; they're the exact same. So if anyone's watching this, that one's there to watch for my predictions, because it took a while to explain them all. And yeah, will we get? I just don't think we're going to get anything out of it. I really just don't, which sucks because I really want more out of that Korokoro, but I just think they're really going to hold off till like June to give us anything significant. At least like May for us to get like anything at all. So yeah. Also, sorry if you've seen like for the past like half hour my camera just goes down and every once in a while I'm just petting my cat. So yeah. Anyway. Um. Yeah. So Beyblade, I'm not expecting anything. I really think that they're going to give us like the main Bay maybe in May. I think they're not going to give us a full product lineup till June though, which is going to suck. But that's just what it is, I guess. So anyway. Bottleman's the thing I'm more interested in because I don't know if we'll get a April release or a May release, but I think we'll get at least Bottleman news. I think we'll get the third Bottleman for Godcap. Hopefully they fix the mold for this one, but regardless, it'll probably be our first first control type. Oh, yeah, she's sitting up well. Her head's up above the ground. It was on the ground for a lot of the time, so good cat. You're sitting up better. So anyway, yeah. So probably the first control type. I actually think Godcap is going to be the end of Bottleman. I know that's kind of a pessimistic outlook, but I think that's just the case. I really think that they're just kind of so Beatamon's always been in this weird position where so you had Battle Beatamon running at the same time as Beyblade. That did really well. And then of course, Crash Beatamon was after that. Didn't do so well. And then like after like right around the time when 4D was starting is when they introduced Crossfire. But they only made a couple releases and it took like half a year off. Until they really started and then like they went through, the rest of 4D and like Zero Chi, and they kind of just went in with that more with like ES and stuff. And then, of course, that ended in mid 2013, and there was like a bit of a break from that stuff, and then they started with, Beyblade Burst 2015. Bottleman has started in, of course, 2020, late Sparking Time. They did the kind of on and off of the prototype system for a while until basically TV finished or was about to finish, and then they started DX when BU started, when there was no anime. That's a key thing right there. They did DX for a year with an anime, specifically when there was no Beyblade anime. Now they're doing Godcap, and after a couple months, we're gonna get, the new generation of Beyblade probably without an anime, but still. That'll probably start next year, like a year from now, and I think that Godcap will be done by then, and they're just gonna not do it anymore. Any more Bottleman stuff. I think they're just done. I would hope that they do more Bottleman stuff, but I just don't think they will. But anyway, back to like present day. What's the first control type gonna be? Oh yeah, this is actually related to what I was talking about. Never mind. So anyway, I think they're gonna do like a BU thing where they just kind of focus more on evolutions. I think that we'll still get some new motifs, but I think they're going to do a lot of evolutions this season. And I think that the first control type will be an evolution. Who will it be, though? So looking at the control types, from the prototype system we have Gyokroc, Skull Pistol, Sparking Knight, and CC Lan. CC Lan turned into a speed type, so that's a awkward thing there. I guess they could always change a type of Bottleman, but I don't think they'll do that, honestly. Sparking Knight, Gyokroc, or Skull Pistol. I don't think they'll do... I just don't think they're going to do a Skull Pistol evolution. I could be dead wrong there, but... Actually, you want to know what? I think it's probably the most likely of the, of these prototype Bottleman. Gyokroc, I think they'd save for later. I don't think they'll start with it. And then Sparking Knight, again, there's no way they would make Sparking Knight into like the starting control type. As far as DX goes, don't think we're getting a Life of Guardian evolution. Don't think we're getting an Earth Roller evolution. Probably not an Aerosider evolution, especially not as the first one. No way we get an Arcreno evolution. Okay, maybe we do get Skull Pistol. Yeah, no, it really does have to be like Yakrock or Skull Pistol, I think. I don't think they'll evolve anything from DX because it's very similar, unless it's like Kolomaru probably. Cat, you're just up sitting places. You're just getting up, walking around, just sitting somewhere for like 5 minutes, not even, and going somewhere else. She's active. Cool. Anyway. So it'll probably have to be Gyakrock or Skull Pistol as our starting control type. Interesting. Who will they choose for that, I wonder? I'm actually not sure. I thought Skull Pistol would not be a candidate, but I guess it's like one of the two that I could actually see them making for a starting control type. Unless it's a new motif. They could do that too. I guess I'm gonna have to say Skull Pistol as much as I. Or no, I don't. Maybe Gyakrock. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Actually, you want to know what? I'm gonna go all in. Skull Pistol. Skull Pistol is who they're gonna do. Here's why. Sam Metz is green. I don't think they're gonna make two of the three starting bottlemen green. That might be stupid. That might be a stupid reason, but it's the reason I'm going with. I guess Draggart has a somewhat similar color scheme to Skull Pistol. It's like Skull Pistol has some white, and then like they both have a decent bit of blue, but this is probably fine. Like I guess Sparking Knight wouldn't really be that much better there, and then like, I guess the only other one is like a new motif. Yeah, no, maybe it is just a new motif, if not Skull Pistol. If Skull Pistol is not the starting Godcat Bottleman, though, I don't think we're going to get Skull Pistol G at all. I think we'll get Gyakrock G. I think... Who do I think we're going to get in Godcap? I would say definitely Kolomaru. Nothing. I don't think we're getting anything from DX, though, unless it's Kolomaru, though. So looking at the unevolved prototype Bottleman, I would say, yeah. Gyakrock, I'm very confident on. Wonder Grape, maybe. Rising Milk, I actually think is likely. Same with Fusion Black. I'll give my reasoning for them in a minute. Skull Pistol, probably not, unless it's the starting control type. Then I think it has a pretty good chance. Salafire, kinda doubt it. Dual Gold, 50-50. And Sparking Knight, I think that's decently likely. So let me actually give my, so Gyakrock I think they just need to do, because it's like one of the first three. Wonder Grape, I think they might want to do a vertical Bottleman if it's not a new motif. There's no way they'll do a Raid Brave evolution, I feel like, and I think Wonder Grape would be the next best candidate. Cat, you got up again. Cool. Anyway, so I think doing like a Wonder Grape G would be kind of cool. So anyway. Yeah, no, she is really just sitting down for like a minute or two and just walking around again. Good to see, good to see. Alright, anyway. Sorry, I'm just glad to see my cat moving around since she was just, like, I really did think she was just done. Anyway, so... Salafire, okay, if they do like, they could do like another Blast Boss game, like a second one, but I don't think they will. Skull Pistol, again, you could do it as like a starting control type. It'd work pretty well for that, but I don't know, outside of that, I just don't think there's really much merit to it. Let's see. Sparking Knight, I feel like you did Ten Satan. It just seems weird to do Ten Satan and not Sparking Knight. Sparking Knight would be a really good one to do. It'd be a good, I guess, late season control type, in my opinion. Okay, now we get to the fun ones. So, Rising Milk and Fusion Black. This would be a great fusion. It'd be cool to see a Blend Dragon G. That'd be cool. But here's my reasoning to why I think that these two could get in. They were the only two Bottlemen to actually have unique caps until God Cap. So, like, you got the speed caps, you had the metal caps. They did these at the start of Bottleman as a series. Did not do it for the rest of the prototype system, and not at all in DX. Come on, like, come on, that just be. It's too good to not bring them back now. At least in my opinion. So I hope they do, because it again would make a lot of sense. That said, the last one is Dual Gold. Okay, Dual Gold, I have a concept for it. This would be cool. So Dual Gold, again, it's 50-50, but they might do Dual Gold G. I could see that for maybe a Random Booster Volume 4. I guess Random Collection Volume 4, sorry. I could see them wanting to do Dual Gold end it off. Or maybe Volume 5 or whatever. I don't know how many they'll do. So, here's my concept. You have 4 Bottlemen in this random collection. A Power type, a Speed type, a Control type, and then a Multi-type being Dual Gold G. Each Bottleman comes with 2 caps. You have its main shooting cap plus an extra one, just a second shooting cap basically. Obviously you'll have like a third cap or whatever for like the actual like head or wherever they put the cap on the design. But basically, oh god, I can't talk. Basically, yeah, you just get the 2 caps to shoot, which is just like a weird extra, bonus of sorts. Nothing crazy about that. And if you take all 4 of them, you have 4 extra caps. Give them all to Dual Gold. Now you have 5 caps for Dual Gold. Why? Because the back half of Dual Gold's core will be a Speed type. I mean, it could use the Aqua Swords magazine in the original, so it makes sense to have that. So you have a long magazine come with the Speed type. The long magazine is meant for Dual Gold. You put that on. Now you have the 5 caps with the long magazine. There you go. But it's a multi-type, so what if the actual, the front of the core was a Control type core, front half anyway, and maybe the Control type comes with like a long barrel. So now Dual Gold G would have a long magazine with 5 caps and a long barrel. That'd be very, very cool. But let's add on to the multi-type idea a little more. The power type. So, how do we add a power type gimmick? So you have a front half Control core, a back half Speed core. What could we add on to Dual Gold to make it like that? So, Dual Gold itself doesn't have anything going for it. Again, it's just a front half. It's like the back half would just have a normal trigger, but a magazine port. Front half it just has control hold parts with the barrel port. You need the other 2 pulls to make it interesting. Here's what you do for the power Bottleman. You give it 5 weights. 5 cap weights. And you can add those to the 5. You can add it to Dual Gold's main cap and all the extra caps. So then you can have the completed Dual Gold. Like the Dual Gold G perfect version or whatever. With a long magazine and a long barrel that match it, as well as all 5 of its caps with weights in them. That'd be a way to make Dual Gold still kind of be similar to what it is, a multi-type that doesn't do anything. But keeping the idea of connecting to the other type, well not other types, the other Bottlemen in the collection, like the first one did, except instead of just having each one of them have a part of Dual Gold, which was boring, you could instead have each one have a part to add on to Dual Gold. Again, each one comes with an extra cap. Okay, that's 5 caps for Dual Gold then, since it has, its own cap and its own extra cap. The power type gives it weights, so now all the shots have, again, kind of a stronger shot, I guess you could say, because, the cap weights. Speed type gets you the magazine to use all 5 caps. Control type gets you the barrel to have a, barrel. I mean, there you go. They all connect. The base version isn't that crazy, but again, with the whole collection, it adds to it. And again, this time it actually adds to it rather than just relating. And it also makes the collection much more worthwhile to buy, which is a very, in my opinion, good move for Takara Tomy. there you go. That's my entire idea of what I would do for Random Collection Volume 4, assuming it's like a late year thing again. And how I would bring back Jewel Gold in a way that I think would keep a very similar idea to what it had, but making it actually good. So there you go. That's my whole idea. Anyway, yeah, Korokoro stuff. Oh yeah, I think it'll probably just be like 50-50 on a Skull Pistol G or a new motif. I don't think they'll do Gyakrak G yet. And I don't think there's any other control types that they'd bring up now for an evolution early season like this. So, yeah, that's everything. So, I guess that's all for this Weekly Blaze. Not all for this Weekly Blaze, all for today. I'll come back later in the Weekly Blaze to talk more about what they ended up doing, since that'll be an interesting topic. But yeah. So, I'm prepared to have no Beyblade news aside from a very vague silhouette for Beyblade, and, or for Beyblade X, and then, for Bottleman, they're not going to do anything, we're going to have to wait till May. Final prediction. Alright, it's now Thursday at like 11:30 p.m. Korokoro leaks route. There's something. For Beyblade, we got a teaser that tells us nothing. I figured, like I said, April is probably going to be a teaser that tells us nothing. May, probably a teaser that gives us a very slight glimpse into the series. And then, probably not a big reveal till June. So far, I'm right, unfortunately. There's literally nothing I can say for Beyblade, unfortunately. And then there's the main reasons why I recorded this week. Bottleman news. I was very excited to see what it was. I figured we'd get news on our, first control type, and there actually was some information I didn't talk about where, we know that we're getting a Bottleman in June, July we'll get a Bottleman and a cap set, and then August a new Bottleman, potentially a new set, I don't know yet, but it just had new Bottleman, so don't know. But regardless, we had some stuff coming up in the summer. However, there was one release remaining, which would be either an April or a May release. It's coming out April 29th. What is this release? Obviously, I said it was going to be our first control type. That's the sensible thing to happen. I never would have expected them to do another remake already. That's what they're doing. Bottle Wyvern G. This isn't even an evolution of Wyvern. It's literally a readaptation of Bottle Wyvern DX. Now is Bottle Wyvern G. They're literally readapting it. And it's just like, come on, we just got that thing. Like, how badly did they have to plan that for them to want to remake it 4 months after it released? It just sucks. We already got that. And now we're getting it again. Why? Why? What was the point of this? So yeah, I'm not happy about that at all. My review on it is going to be harsh, I think, because if you have the typical Godcap issue still, and it's this crap again, like, yeah, I'm not going to be nice in the review to it. I'll still try to be fair enough for the things that they did right, maybe talking about why this may be actually a better adaptation. It very well could be better than DX was for Bottle Wyvern. But then why make that, It's such a random thing, especially with, like, random collections, right? All, like, 1 and 3 both had 4 pulls. 2 is the exception, having 5 pulls, one of which being a remake that could have just been skipped out on, I guess. And, nope. We had to get that one as an extra 5th pull, just for them to go back 4 months later and literally remake it, because, of course. And to my knowledge, that's it for April, and we're not getting anything in May. This is a terrible... Like, okay, what is with Bottleman with launches being awful? Like, you have a launch, right, that has some stuff, and then, like, it's so, like, it's just so fast after that launch, it just goes so far downhill. This is not a new thing. Bottleman in 2020, they did this. You had the first launch of everything in October, you had stuff and then in November and December, and then getting into 2021, you had something in January. You had a stretch of stuff for a little while. and then you just did recolors from for February, March, April. Yes, they did the 2 sets as well, but those had nothing particularly new. They skipped out on May entirely, and then June was another recolor. Not getting back to mainline Bottleman stuff till July, and then also August. But then again, they skipped September. October was just another recolor and cap set. And then yeah, November, December, we got quite a bit of new stuff. And then in 2022, we got a lot. We at least got something for January, a new Bottleman. That was cool. But then again, they skipped February and March. And then, DX launches in April. Big hype release, big launch. And then nothing for May or June. Then they finally come back with a new Bottleman, new cap set for July. A ton of stuff. 4 individual boosters and a set in August. Another, Bottleman releasing in September. A pretty hype release for October. Another set in November. Another big Bottleman and also a random collection for December. And then again, and the season it goes downhill. Getting into 2023, January, nothing. February, just 2 remakes. Also at the end of February, we got another random collection with a prize being another remake. March, Godcap launches. Cool. April, just a remake. May, nothing. We have to wait till June to get anything else from Godcap. We have to wait till June to probably get our first control type. It has to be a new Bottleman at the very least. There's no way they're doing a 3rd remake. Because they literally can't. I don't imagine they're going to go back to DX stuff for a remake, so hopefully we get our control type in June. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah. How are you going to wait to get us the first Bottleman of a specific type until June? That's such a long time to wait, especially when it launches in March. And they clearly had an opportunity to do that in April, or even, push it up to May, but they just aren't. And with that, look at Beyblade, okay? Basic and dual layers. The first one for each type was done in, right at the start. And then we get to Beyblade vs. God, okay. Well, we don't have a balance type to start off with March, but then they gave us one in May. And I feel like with Beyblade, types are a lot less particular, because I feel like you can customize a lot more, but with how Bottlemen are, it's a lot bigger of a deal, in my opinion, to not do that, especially when you're not allowing any Godcap Bottlemen to use barrels yet, because we don't have the control core front piece at all, so yeah. Chosets. Okay, no stamina type to start. Well, we got our first one in April, and it started in March, right? GT starts in March. We actually got 2 attack types and the defense type, so then we got our first stamina type in April, and we get a balance type in May, pretty quick. And then for Super King, again, starts in March. We don't get our first defense type until April, not bad. DP, we get attack and stamina types for the start in April, and then we didn't get a defense type till June, and not a balance type till August. That was pretty bad, actually. But again, Beyblade wasn't as big of a deal with this stuff. Again, you have the drivers there, and a lot of these shapes are fine for other types. And balance is the least needed type, in my opinion. That's almost like complaining about not getting a multi-type till December. So I mean, that's whatever. But still, yeah, it's whatever, I guess. But at least we got a defense type by June, And with Bottleman, it's just why are you waiting from March till June for one of the 3 main? This is an important type, And they had a chance. They had a chance to do it. Push it up to May or make it the April Bottleman, because that made way more sense, but they just didn't. I don't know why. And it really sucks, because Bottleman is something that really was piquing my interest. And it let me down a few times. So, okay, I first got into it, in October. Well, not October, but I first saw it in, I guess, September 2020. I was definitely interested in October. I tried to, stay away from it till February 2021, where I'm like, okay, this is really cool. Got it pretty decently into it in March and April. Dropped off because there were just no releases coming out. Didn't really pick back up into it until December of 21. And, yeah, I guess that was that for a while. And I was into it, excited about it for December and January. kind of was out of it for a little while because there were no releases again. But then, hey, April, time to be kind of hyped about it. But I stayed away from it a little bit. I didn't get into DX quite immediately. So when I was kind of getting back into it, it was really like late May and like kind of getting into June and stuff. And by that point, CC Land DX wasn't too far off. And then I actively followed it. Had a great like half a year from July to December. But then 2022, it's like, okay, January I was hyped to get stuff, but then like, okay, it's just a bunch of remakes and stuff, so I didn't care as much in February. Then March, okay, hype for Godcap. Godcap wasn't as good as I thought. I'm like, well, damn, that sucks. Hopefully we get some more stuff though soon. Hopefully they improve it. And then April, okay, over a month later, we get our next release, and it's that. Why? It's just not good. It just really is not good. It's just like frustrating, honestly. It's like, come on, you couldn't have made anything better than this. This sucks. It really does just suck. So that's my problem with Godcap. It's just a problem with Battleman in general. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Also, what's up with Battleman and remakes? So with remakes, we technically got a Fighting Phoenix remake, like the core of it, in September, October, whatever you want to consider it, of 2020. And then in April 2021, we got the two sets. We got like the Battle Wyvern and Stag Sphinx core things. These aren't really remakes, they're more just cores with the colors and eye stickers of a certain beat 'em on. That's whatever. We didn't get our first full-on remake though until April of 2022 with Battle Phoenix DX. That's fine. We got a ton of DX stuff after that, and then we get to, November 2022, Royal Griffin DX, which, kind of spreads out into Arc Rhino DX and Elmo Kaiser DX. That's kind of our final release for no more anniversary stuff, or I guess remakes. So most of DX at that point. Then December happens. We get Dragogena DX, cool, plus Random Collection Volume 2, featuring a Valhalla DX, but also the remake, Battle Wyvern DX. Fine, a second remake. It's been a while. I have no problems with this. Then January happens, no releases. Then February we get two, Battle Phoenix Energy DX and Koenig Preps DX. Okay, that's 4 remakes. 3 in the past couple months. That's a lot. And later in the month, he goes Random Collection Volume 3 for CC Leon DX. A 5th one. That's a lot. March happens. Okay, we have some new stuff finally, with Godcap. Draggart G and Samus G, but also Cobalt Bottle G, which they didn't even do a good job on. The 6th remake. And now we get to April, which our only release is Battle Wyvern G, a 7th remake. We had 1 remake going into December. Since December, in the span of literally a 4-month span, we've gotten 6 remakes. 6 remakes, and only 4 actual mainline Battleman releases. With, Dragogena DX, Valhalla DX, Draggart G, and Samus G. Compared to the remakes, Battle Wyvern DX, Battle Phoenix Energy DX, Koenig Preps DX, CC Leon, CC Excellion DX, and then Cobalt Bottle G, and now Battle Wyvern G. Okay. When you look at the product releases, we've had how many products released? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 11 products. Since December through April, we've had 11 product releases. Right? One of these was a set. With recolors of the 2 new Battleman and some new stuff. One was just a cap set, few extra of the big caps, cool. The other 9 releases, 3 of them have been regular Battleman releases. One of them has been a random collection featuring both a new Battleman and a remake. 1 random collection with just a remake is the prize. And then let's see, 4 regular just remakes, opposed to the 3 regular Battleman releases. Anyway I try to give them any sort of leeway. It's just, what happened here? They're just remaking stuff constantly. Like, we don't, like, I don't mind remakes, right? But if it's gonna be this much, just don't do them, honestly. Or do what they did with Beyblade. Largely just leave them to sets. Don't put them into the mainline stuff. They should have just done like a Super Beat 'em on set, okay? Do like, I guess maybe one at the end of DX for like Bottle Phoenix DX, Bottle Wyvern DX, Konica Peps DX, I guess maybe Bottle Phoenix Energy DX. Bottle Wyvern G just shouldn't exist, and then unless they wanted to make it a remake of something else from the Wyvern line, but it's still Wild Wyvern. And probably like, I don't know, a Stag Sphinx remake of sorts. Bottle Sphinx DX. Throw those 5 in a set and call it a day. Maybe release Bottle Phoenix DX on its own in April of 22, kind of the first one. But the other 4 should have just never released on their own. Leave those to a set, call it a day. Don't even make Bottle Wyvern G. And do like a Battle Beat 'em, on remake set, Cobalt Bottle G. Chrome Bottle G. What are some other ones that would be, I don't know, like Blazing Bottle G, I guess. Maybe Bakuso Bottle G and Rakuso Bottle G, potentially. If we got like good enough remakes for those. Maybe. But still, like again, maybe do Cobalt Bottle G at the start, but then they should just leave everything else for a set. Like, at this point, I'm genuinely worried that June is going to be like, okay, probably our control type. I assume July will probably be a big release, probably a 4th Godcat Bottle Man. But August, I'm genuinely worried that it's not going to be a set or even a new Bottle Man. It's just going to be another remake, probably of like, here's my guess, right? We get a Godcap control type for June, and I genuinely think that July will be Kolomaru G. I'm willing to almost just bet money that August is going to be Bottle Phoenix G. I don't know what it'll be based on. I don't know what's after. Is it Combat Phoenix? Battle Phoenix, sorry. Battle Phoenix. Is it Combat Phoenix? I don't know. But whatever the 3rd Phoenix is, I am willing to damn near bet money that that's what we're going to get is our August release if it's not a set. Probably won't be a set either. Can we just not get remakes for a while? Again, or just put them in a set and not deal with them now? It's just not entertaining. Oh yeah, I guess also for like the Battle Beat 'em on set, they'd have to include CCX Elion DX as well. But anyway, a random thought I just forgot about. So anyway, yeah, overall, not excited about this Bottleman news. Not going to be nice to it in my unboxing. I'll try to be fair, but I'm not going to be nice, probably. Unless it's like somehow the best remake of all time. If they fix some of the Godcap issues, I'll be a lot nicer to it. Because then I can at least see it as like a Samus DX re-release that's like just better, so in that case I could be nicer to it, but if it's not like that, then yeah, no, I'm not being nice to it. But that's all for today. I'll record sometime later this week, maybe with some more official news or something, or just end off the episode, we'll see. But anyway, that's all for today, so yeah, I'll be back at some later time this week. Alright, it's now Sunday, close to like 2 a.m. So that's all for this weekly Blaze, pretty much. Yeah. Want to start the next one, actually? I'm actually going to start recording the next one, like, right now, because it's technically Sunday, so yeah, I already recorded a decent amount this episode, so everything else I think applies more to the next episode anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to stop here. So anyways, that's all for this one, so thanks for watching, and bye-bye.